Oh, that was a great watch, wasn't it? I bet we all enjoyed that. Oh my god, that was horrifying. I don't even know where to start this video. Oh, that was actually quite painful. I don't know if that was better or worse than Sunday. I'm going to put two stats on the screen right now. Okay, these are two XGs, and I want you to guess which one is the team that is currently fighting for a European place in the Premier League, and which one is a side in the Championship trying to get promoted. And now, guess which one of them scored 3 goals and which one of them scored two. It's typical us, isn't it? It's actually typical us. I thought that was a very bizarre game. I'm happy. I am happy, which makes a change as a Chelsea fan, actually. So I'm not going to complain too much. Was the performance great? No, but we won. Something I've not seen us do in at least a week. So we take that. I think the lineup that we started with, actually, I think a lot of people raised questions from Pochettino. I half understood it. He went with the players that didn't play 120 minutes on Sunday, played the players that came off the bench, probably a bit more legs in them. Arguable in some cases that wasn't correct, but what I did notice to start with is that I actually think our defensive line was a bit different. When I saw the lineup, I assumed it would be either Chalobah or Gilchrist at right back and then Gusto at left back. What we actually saw was it was Gilchrist at left centre back and then almost Malo Gusto in a right wing back. I think we defended in a back three, which, to our credit, conceded a goal. So clearly that's not a tactic we should be using. Although, this is a point I pointed out in Monday's video about us building up play through to Sassy. Go watch that video if you haven't already. I look into how Liverpool's kids beat Chelsea in a Carabao Cup final. But as I mentioned in that video, we often, from goal kicks, would play the ball to Disassi, and then we'd look to play into Gusto or Palmer and build an attack down that right-hand side. We tried to do something similar today with Madueke Sterling and Gusto, whoever was playing on that side at the time. And today we tried to do that again. So we played it to Disassi, who tried to play it into Caicedo, and it all just went wrong. I don't quite know why he thought that was a good pass. I mean, you can clearly see as he plays it that Caicedo has got 3 Leeds players around him. How is he going to control the ball and turn out of that? So anyway, rightfully, we end up conceding. Didn't even see it the first time because we were so busy. The cameras assumed that a free kick was being taken that I missed the goal live. Brilliant. Easy finish for Joseph. Can't blame Sanchez. Can't blame Gilchrist for that, who I think he was on the line. Couldn't stop it. That's fine. Not his fault. Don't quite understand why Petrovic didn't start, actually. I know Sanchez seems to be number 2, play him in the cup, but I'm just not a fan of swapping goalkeepers like that. I think Petrovic had a great game against Liverpool, so he deserved to start tonight, but he didn't. Anyway, so we're 1-0 down, and I am petrified. I was shitting myself, I'm not going to lie to you. Genuinely thought, here we go again. I did think, to be fair, I was like, this is going to make great content, but regardless, I did want us to win, and thankfully Jackson, he made a brilliant third man run, actually. I think he played the ball into Caicedo or someone like that, I can't exactly remember, and played the ball in behind. Jackson ran into it, and it was a bit like a goal we saw him take at Villarreal a few times, reminiscent of that Jackson that we saw score like 11 goals in 9 games. We've not seen that under Chelsea yet, really, so it was quite a tidy finish, and I was pleased with that one. Through the keeper's legs. Granted, I don't think there was much Meslier could do about it, but 1-0, and we started playing a bit better. I was quite optimistic at this point. And then Mudryk, I have to say, I thought he was brilliant as a number 10 today. Quite often we see him come on at that left wing or start on that left wing, and he kind of just gets a bit lost in the game, hugs the touchline, dribbles to the byline, and then either dribbles it out of play or crosses it to no one or overhits the cross, something like that. We don't actually see him cut inside quite often, but we saw today in that number 10 role how actually when he's involved in the game he can be a good influence, and I thought he took that goal really well. It wasn't an easy finish. It was actually probably, I would argue, quite well deserved based on at least how we've seen him play recently. I think he needs that goal to maybe build some confidence with, so I was pleased for him that he got that. And then we go into half time, we're kind of thinking, this game is not over with, but we've picked it up a bit. But as typical Chelsea, I think at half time, Pochettino just puts on some classical music and pours them all a cup of tea. Like, I think he forgets that there's a football game going on. I think we fell asleep. We don't start second halves very well ever. And it was quite embarrassing. We came out really bad. And obviously, Joseph scored his second. And actually, I think he could have had a third and maybe even a fourth at some points. Like, he had enough chances, which on another day maybe he takes. I don't know much about him, to be fair, but I think we gave him way too many chances. And obviously, he scored 2 of the goals. So, and it was quite a good header. I mean, you can't really say much more about it, can you? Again, I thought the defence wasn't great. It was quite shocking, the fact that we came out of the second half and just invited them on to us again, like we did against Liverpool in extra time. I don't quite know why Pochettino thinks as soon as we've got a lead, we defend. This isn't a Jose Mourinho team. This is a Pochettino team. That's not what he's done before. So regardless, I think that was a bit bizarre. But thankfully, every time that Pochettino is within about 5 minutes of getting the sack, Conor Gallagher shows up and saves the day. I think he needed that after his big chances missed on Sunday. He easily could have won that game for Chelsea, could have won us the cup, missed some sitters. I mean, he hit the post, should have scored when should have rounded Kelleher and put it into the net. Had an easy chance not long after that where he just blazed it over the bar when Kelleher was out of the net. I think he could have won it for us on Sunday, and yet he didn't, so he needed that goal. But he is on good form, I will give him that. Granted, he had the wrong shoes on Sunday. But his shooting boots were back on today. Thank goodness he came on and saved the day. I think it's a little bit scary that we relied on bringing on Palmer and Gallagher to really make the big influence in the game. And I thought Enzo actually was all right towards the end. Obviously got the assist for the Gallagher goal. But the Gallagher finish was actually really good. When you look at his technique that he took to control that ball, set it up on his right foot and take that shot. I mean, ultimately, it's got us through to a next round in FA Cup. And it seems to be the only chance we have of silverware at the moment. So, can't really complain too much. Brilliant finish, and I'm happy. I was almost ready to have to sit through a penalty shootout at this point. I did think at 2-2 that maybe we were playing for penalties again, like we did on Sunday. Against a championship side, I don't know what's worse, playing for penalties against a championship side or Liverpool's academy. Either way, we go and face Leicester in a couple of weeks, I think, in the next round of the Cup. Going to be a difficult game. It's going to be a tough one. Again, another championship side, but when you look at what's just happened with Leeds, Leicester are flying in the Championship. So I don't have high hopes, but I also believe. So we'll have to wait and see. And I'll obviously probably do a review of that when it comes around. But for now, I think I'm going to leave this as my match reaction video. Thank you guys for actually the reception on a lot of videos recently. I did not expect them to do nearly as well as they have been doing. So I appreciate that from all of you. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys with another match reaction very soon. Remember, go and watch that tactical video against Liverpool and why we lost because of Disassi, and why we nearly lost today again because of Disassi. Thank you guys for watching, have a good week, and I will see you guys with a brand new video very soon. Hopefully, not about a Chelsea loss.